The Royal Treatment was directed by Rick Jacobson and written by Hester, produced by Laura and Vanessa Marano and their mother Ellen Morano, stars Laura Morano and Mena Massoud. New York hairdresser Izzy seizes the chance to work at the wedding of a charming prince. When sparkles start to fly between the two of them, love and duty are put to the test at the time of the wedding draws closer. This came out on January 20th, 2022. This is the newest Netflix romance movie, which, despite being one of that week's most watched movie, it did get a bad rap from people. But this is I went into this knowing nothing. I went into it curious, because I am a fan of romance movies, especially sweet romance movies like this. And in a time and age where we have stuff like the 50 Shades of Grey trilogy and the After franchise, it's good to have sweet, kind-hearted movies where you can have a love story that is charming and sweet. And this movie is exactly that. This is not trying to be a realistic film. I can see why some people don't like it, but at the same time, I had a good time watching this. This is a very decent, charming film. It's not gonna be the number one best movie of the year, but you know what? This is a movie that its heart is in the right place. One of the better romance movies I've seen from not just Netflix, but also Hallmark or anything for sure, even though I'm not a big Hallmark guy. You guys should know that by now. The positives. I will start with the positives. I think the two leads are the best thing about this movie. Laura Morano and Mena Massoud. I know Mena Massoud gets a bad rep from people. I liked him in the Aladdin remake. I thought he was very good as Aladdin. Here he continues to show why he is a good actor, and he's going to be in the Star Wars TV show coming for Disney Plus. So I'm very excited to see what he's going to do there. But Laura Morano, she is a New Yorker who works at a salon, at a wedding salon and such. She is a hairdresser and she does hair, so for that, I thought Laura Morano does a good job in the role. I got to know her. She was very likable. She's very charismatic. She's very charming. Laura Morano has been very charismatic since Austin the Alley, and it's passed on since that show's ended. In stuff like The Perfect Date and this movie, and also Bad Hair Day and such. And she's very fun in the movie. Mena Massoud is the same way. It's Prince Thomas. He basically has this wedding. He doesn't want to get married to this one character, and which you do feel bad for him. He wants to be able to make his own choices and love whoever he wants. Pretty similar to the character Eddie Murphy plays Hakeem in the Coming to America. So it's basically, it is something you've seen before, but it's a royal treatment. The locations, I think, are very fantastic and very creative and very beautiful. They filmed it in New Zealand, which is basically COVID-free, because the people in New Zealand, they take very good care of themselves. It's also the home of Middle Earth, and also the homeland of such famous people like Taika Waititi and Thomasin McKenzie. So the New Zealand landscapes and the production design, costumes, makeup, and sets are very well done for a Netflix movie. Some of the supporting cast is pretty good. You have Elizabeth Hawthorne and Amanda Billing and Cameron Rhodes, and then you have Paul Norwell and Salua Blakely. They do pretty good jobs in their roles. I think they're all very entertaining to watch. They do very good with what they have to do, and I very much liked them. The other actors were, some other actors were passable. There was this one girl in here that sounds like Harley Quinn, which I'm not kidding you. Listening to her accent, and there's accents that they try to do, it can be a little inconsistent, but these actors, they try their best to do accents, so You gotta give them credit for that. Even if they're foreign actors from the UK or Scotland or Russian or even Ethiopian or European or Italian or French. But I think the actors do very good as well. It's a very good score, very well shot film, a very well edited film, and the movie is under 97 minutes. It's not too long, it's not too short, it's just right. It's just right when it comes to it. You get to know the characters, you get to spend time with the chemistry between them, and you root for them wanting to be together. I'm not sitting there like I was with After, where I just want both of them to break up with each other, get out of the toxic relationship. And it's movies like this and other charming movies like To All the Boys I Loved Before and such that shows love can be more than just a toxic, fucked up romance, which you clearly, After, did not get the memo. Cinematography wise and the music editing wise, is a very great looking film. For a Netflix movie, they do put effort. Say whatever you want to say. They don't always have the greatest hits, but when they hit, they do hit. I like a lot of their Netflix stuff. Gunpowder Milkshake last year, The Harder They Fall, the To All the Boys trilogy, even The Perfect Date. And also, I'm looking forward to an Asian romance movie that they got coming out next month. So that's something to look forward to give the Asians more respect. And I know you want to be more diversity, that's okay. I'm not against diversity, but there is a difference between doing it right and doing it forced. Here, it's not really forced at all. I don't think so. And just to some of that degree, the movie knew what it was. We've seen this type of story before. It is very predictable. You know what's going to happen from a mile away. And some of the cliche dialogue at times is not always the best written. But you have to take into account the romance genre is known for that. But I'm very happy that this wasn't a toxic romance. If this was a toxic romance, I would have easily shut it off. And yes, I know not every love interest for Laura Morano is going to be Ross Lynch, but when you've had years of Austin and Ally, that is going to be a tough act to follow when it comes to other love interests. But it's always nice to have love interests for Laura Morano who are different types of men. And I appreciate that. And romance genre, what it tells me is that romance does not always have to be toxic, and it doesn't always have to be realistic. Sometimes being sweet and passionate and very caring gets you somewhere, rather than being toxic assholes who drinks all the time. No, the royal treatment for a movie to watch on Valentine's Day, this is a very cute, lighthearted, and very sweet and charming romance film from Netflix. With the chemistry of its two leads, Laura Morano and Mena Massoud, is beautiful production value, some other supporting cast members who does fine, and it's very interesting. Despite its predictable moments and some cliche dialogue, this is definitely one of the better romance movies for sure. If you don't, I can see why some people won't like it, because romance movies you can be more than this, but it's not always going to be a masterpiece. It's not going to always be high art. With the romance genre, as long as it's not anything like 50 Shades of Grey or After, I'm happy. And I was happy with this. So I can definitely tell you could watch this and stream it on Netflix. That was my thoughts on the royal treatment. In the comment section down below, what did you guys think of it? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Are you somewhere right in the middle? All my social media links in the description box down below. If you'd like to send money to my Cash App, this down there. My Amazon wish list is there as well. Be sure to like, comment, and share this video, as well as hit the subscribe button and the notification bell to get notified when newest videos like this are up. Also, because it does help with the algorithm, and it does help this channel grow, and it does help bring in more subscribers. We are at 1,817 subscribers. would like to try a little bit more harder to get to 2K subscribers, but we're almost getting there. It just takes time and patience. As always, join the Epictasticness, and you guys keep it cool.